Every day, something is being stolen from you. Not your money, not your possessions, something far more valuable, your future. And the worst part, you're the one handing it over. You don't see it happening. You don't hear alarms. There's no thief in the night, just a quiet exchange, a trade you make every single day. Comfort for progress, distraction for purpose, habits for dreams. You think you're safe, doing just fine, but while you're scrolling, delaying, sleeping in, your future is bleeding out, one wasted moment at a time. That's how the theft happens. Not in a single grand act, but in small, invisible choices that build walls around who you could have been. The life you could have had doesn't vanish overnight. It fades, quietly, slowly, until you wake up one day realizing you're living someone else's dream instead of your own.
I remember the day it hit me. I wasn't where I wanted to be. Not because life was unfair, not because I lacked talent or luck, but because I had built a cage with my own hands. Every late morning, every skip plan, every "I'll do it tomorrow" or "someday," that was a brick. My comfort became my prison, and I was not aware of that. See, habits aren't harmless. They're not just things you do. They're contracts, silent agreements with your future. Every good habit writes a deposit into your destiny. Every bad one steals from it. The question isn't whether you have habits. Everyone does. The question is, who are your habits making you become? Because they're not neutral. They're either building your future or breaking it apart. There's no middle ground. And when I looked in the mirror, I realized I was becoming someone I swore I'd never be.
People talk about dreams like they're buried treasures, something you go find one day. But dreams don't die because you never found them. They die because you stop chasing them. Every time you choose comfort, a piece of your future dies quietly. You say, "I'll start tomorrow," but you said that yesterday too, and it's repeating day by day. You convince yourself it's fine, you're resting, you deserve it, but deep down, you know you're not resting, you're escaping. You're running from the weight of your own potential, because chasing your future means confronting the part of you that's lazy, weak, and afraid. And most people don't want that fight, so they make peace with mediocrity instead. They bury their greatness under convenience. They call it balance, or patience, or self-care. But let's be honest, it's fear. Fear disguised as logic. Fear disguised as comfort. Fear whispering you're doing okay, while it steals your future one habit at a time. There comes a moment, and it always comes, believe me or not, it will find you, when you look around and realize you're standing in the life your habits built. No excuses left, no one else to blame, just you and the result of your choices. For me, that moment was brutal. I saw the gap between who I was and who I said I wanted to be. I saw the time I'd thrown away, the opportunities I'd ignored, the person I could have been if I had simply done what I said I'd do. And that realization cuts deeper than failure, because failure hurts once. Regret, it haunts you forever, again and again and again. You can't outrun it. It sleeps beside you. It whispers in your ear, and it reminds you of every time you gave up too soon, every time you chose easy over effort, every time you betrayed your future self. That's when I made a decision, and I want you to do the same. Not some dramatic, cinematic vow, but a quiet, ruthless one. I decided I would no longer be the thief of my own destiny. When you make that decision, the world doesn't clap. No one celebrates. You just wake up one day and begin again. You start choosing the hard path over and over until it becomes who you are. You start replacing comfort with consistency, distraction with discipline. You start paying back every debt you owe to your future self. And at first, it's hell. It should be, because that's where transformation begins. Because good habits don't feel good. Not at the start. They're boring. They're painful. They demand sacrifice. You lose friends. You lose ease. You lose the illusion that you can have success without struggle. But then, slowly, you start to gain something far more powerful: momentum. You begin to see the person you were meant to become, and you realize this was never about motivation. It was about respect. Respect for your own potential. Respect for the version of you that refuses to quit, no matter how heavy it gets. And once you taste that feeling of waking up proud instead of guilty, there's no going back. People romanticize success, but they never talk about the loneliness of it. The long nights, the early mornings, the quiet doubts that echo in your head. They think discipline is glamorous. It's not. not. It's war. Every day you fight against the part of you that wants to stop, and every day you win by a fraction. That's the price of growth, and most people aren't willing to pay it. They'll settle for a comfortable hell instead of a demanding heaven. But let me tell you, the pain of discipline is nothing compared to the pain of regret. Regret burns slow. It doesn't leave bruises. It leaves emptiness, the kind that eats at you years later when you realize you had everything you needed. You just didn't use it. And that's why I keep going. Not because I enjoy the grind, but because I've seen what happens when you stop. I've seen the look in the eyes of people who quit. They're alive, but they're not living. Their fire's gone, and that terrifies me more than failure ever could.
One day, you'll wake up and realize your habits have built your future, for better or worse. You'll either thank yourself, curse yourself. There's no neutral ending. The habits you build today will write the story you live tomorrow. Ask yourself, are your habits stealing your future or securing it? And be honest, are they feeding your purpose or starving it? You already know the answer. You can feel it. That tension in your chest, that whisper in your head. It's your future calling, begging you again and again to stop wasting time, begging you to stop choosing easy, begging you to stop killing the person you were meant to become. Because your habits are not just actions, they're prayers, they're promises, they're blueprints for the life you will or won't have. You can't fake it even if you try to. You can't talk your way into success. You either live the habits of your future or you watch it slip away. And when it's all said and done, no one will remember what you said you would do. They'll only remember what you built and what you have become. So before you go back to scrolling, before you tell yourself tomorrow or maybe someday, ask yourself one question. Are my habits stealing my future? If the answer hurts, perfect. That means you still have time to change it. Subscribe to Raw and Relentless, where the truth hits harder than your comfort zone.